All right, man, I want y'all to go check out my boy Dame J new album, No Regrets. And I'm telling you, this brother got 10 straight bangers on here, not a filler song. Upper echelon engineering, production, and obviously he got the bars. Definitely a banging album right here. You don't want to miss out on this. One of the best underground albums I heard. So go check out his new album as soon as possible. I put the Apple and Tidal links in the description, but it's on all streaming platforms. Go check out my boy Dame J. You won't be disappointed. Peace. All right, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with Eminem. Rapper Kwamé and now super producer. A lot of people don't know. I think he was cousins with Vin Diesel. He even tried to turn Vin Diesel into a rapper. His rap career was basically killed by Biggie on the song Unbelievable, and said basically, you know, polka dots whack, you know, tired of that shit. And basically Kwame's career was killed right there, and he had to basically recreate himself as a producer. And the one thing that he had after Biggie killed his career, he still had his production equipment, even though he ain't had no lights in his apartment or nothing like that. And he became a producer, and he had to kind of, you know, when he became a producer, Biggie killed his career so bad with that line that he had to go under another name. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And one of the beats that he did was "We're on Fire Up in Here, It's Burning Hot, We on Fire" for Lloyd Banks. Now, according to this article, and I put this one in the description, man, I ain't doing article in descriptions no more, but I put an article in the description. According to him, he sent some beats over for 50, and 50 liked a handful of beats. And long story short, I don't think 50 used those beats, but one of the beats, you know, that Lloyd Banks liked was On Fire. And it was his, you know, it ranked number 8 on the Billboard. It was Lloyd Banks', you know, biggest hit. And basically Eminem he modified the beat. He put his pianos on the beat and tried to take full credit as the producer for the beat, the head producer for the beat. And Kwame said he knew something was going on when he tried to go into the studio with them, and they said, nah, you know, we don't need you to come to the studio, we in London. He said, I could fly over to London. And they was like, no, we don't need you to come over, we got it. And he said he don't believe they was even ever in London to begin with. And basically he said that Eminem tried to steal a beat and be the head producer after putting the pianos on there. He said that's something that I could have did if we was in the studio together. He said I wanted to get in the studio with them and make the modifications that I could make, and Eminem tried to steal his beat. You know, Eminem tried to straight jack his beat. And he said basically he was willing to, you know, he was willing to fuck his career up over that. And he said that he was willing to take the beat back and everything. And basically he held his ground, and they used the beat and they gave him full credit for the production. So Eminem basically tried to steal his production. And Dr. Dre been doing that. You know, I know people in the music industry from 10 years ago, we talked about this, how Dr. Dre was using, you know, beats that Jazzy Faye created and and taking full credit for him. He was buying beats from Jazzy and saying he did it. He was, you know, using Scott Storch beats and taking full credit for it. So that's what they do over there. You know what I'm saying? So Eminem learned from the best in Dr. Dre. And like I said before, I like Dre. The Chronic, one of my favorite albums of all time, but we got to keep it 100. You know, and Eminem just doing what Dr. Dre taught him to do, is take credit for other people's stuff. And that's been going down in rap forever. And people say, well, you always talk about how Gilly the Kid wrote Lil Wayne stuff, or how, you know, Quentin Miller wrote for Drake. Why can't they put their cell phone? The music industry ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying? Once he say I ain't right for Lil Wayne, you whiteballed out forever. You know, same thing with Ron Fest and Kanye West. It's a popularity contest. Who got more pull? And your average ghostwriter is just usually a musician or a rapper that's been put on the shelf. For whatever reason it was, they put him on the shelf. You know, I don't know why, but they basically don't have enough pull. You know, they just don't. So sometimes, you know, Kanye, the Drakes and the Dre's and the Eminems, they got more pull. And Kwame said, I stood my ground on that one. I was willing to get whiteballed again out of music. And this is a dude who Biggie killed his career, and Eminem and 50 and them possibly could have killed his career. But obviously they used the beat, and, you know, Lloyd Banks had a smash hit, and he did a lot of production. You know, he's another producer who reinvented himself. Young Berg did the same thing. He came back as hit maker. You know, after he got beat up in Detroit and all this shit come out about him and stuff of that nature, he reinvented himself as hitmaker, and a lot of people didn't even know. Sometimes when your name bad in this music industry, you know, sometimes you gotta, you know, switch the hustle up. And, you know, both of these dudes, you know, hitmaker, Youngberg, Kwamé, new super producer, they switched their hustle up, and then, you know, they both have fruitful careers, and production is basically where it's at. As long as you continue to evolve with times, you're gonna keep getting money. Some of these dudes, like the dude that did Waka Flocka beat, what was it, I go hard in the paint. You know, some of these dudes got a catchy sound, but it don't last. You want to have a Just Blaze career. You want to have a career where you still can make beats 10, 20 years down the line. A lot of these dudes just have a little stint, and that's it. But hey, that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. I'll plug that article in the description. I want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, they're the best way to donate and share the video. But let me know what you guys think about basically Eminem trying to steal Kwame beat. One time for the one time we go.